Are we about to get taken?
Oh, God, I don't even know where to begin with this one.
Well, it's not Lance Bass.
No. Although it's not Lance Bass.
Yeah.
It's his personal assistant.
Still, though, she stumbled right out of the gate. What are you going to do with the money? You have to give it to charity. You're Lance Bass. You're a millionaire.
Yeah, but even that's dodgy because it's like these people could actually use the money.
Yeah.
So that was because it was Terralisha that went in. She's your girl, right?
I do love her. I do. I really do.
She came to play at
She
the end
did.
of this episode.
She really did come to play. I like her a lot. I am anti-Savannah now.
Oh, anti.
She's a shady bitch. Courtney is the only one that's on her team right now.
That's true.
Literally everybody else was like, we see your true colors.
That's true.
I also do weirdly really like Chloe.
Chloe is so is it the part of is she the Joey? She's Joey.
Maybe she's Joey. Because
you thought he was terrible at first, but then he's got this weird heart of gold.
But she's tacky, but she's actually nice and she's vulnerable
she
in that way.
She seems incapable of artifice.
Yeah.
I still don't know that she's pegged who Lance Bass is.
She has no idea who Lance Bass is.
Because she spelled it out every single time.
What is
NSYNC?
It hurt all of my feelings.
She didn't get excited until she read acting, so she thinks he's an actor.
Was that movie on the Line or whatever?
With Joey. Yeah. So we're actually toying around with the idea. We've never done actual reactions as we watch.
Yeah.
So we think for this next one, we might try it out. So be on the lookout for that and also let us know. But this is a lot of, I'm having a harder time recapping this than other shows because it's just sort of, we're doing a lot of reacting.
As it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're in middle school, in the good way with this show. I think it taps into the Mean Girl shit.
It's delicious.
But in a way wwhere you're like, but I could be one of the girls.
Okay, I think I would have a lot of guilt about being too cutthroat. I would do it, but I would have a lot of guilt about it.
I don't think you'd lose a minute of sleep.
Okay, they are strangers, so I guess in that sense.
Sure, I know what you mean, but the most fascinating thing is watching how astute humans are at picking up on fakeness, on fallacy.
It's Delisa, right? Is playing Trevor. She picked up real quick on Emily because Emily was like, because Jack said something about
I would never betray you, girl. And
no, he said something about the New York Giants because they were having a one-on-one, but it was a very specific hashtag to a player who was out, and she had to go consult her husband notebook,
which apparently that's brilliant. That
it's so brilliant.
Wrote her notes.
It was amazing, but she pegged immediately. She was like, I don't think Emily's who she says she is.
But the thing is, if that were Trevor, he would just be flustered that the hot girl knew about sports.
Sure.
Because that's the thing. Hot girls can know about sports.
Yeah.
But the way that Delisa was just like, No, I was talking about...
She even was like, I know that some girls know about football, but that was such a specific hashtag that I don't buy it. And I was like, that's smart.
And it came very...
naturally. It rolled right off the tongue.
Was it Terralisa who knew that when they had the girls chat?
Yeah.
And Jack/Emily was like...
didn't react properly to Savannah being
It was
shady.
Savannah was shady, and he was like, I would never be shady with you. And Terralisa was like,
that's not what I was looking for.
I was waiting for, I noticed that too.
And then Chloe just was like, Emily's so submissive. And then
Chloe picked up on it too, and she didn't even realize that she picked up on it. And you're so right. You were like, men cannot be... And again, this isn't shitting on the straight guy, because it's kind of our brand, but it's not. But it's I don't know what it is where... I think they're too straightforward.
Yeah.
They're too dunderheaded about it.
They were never a girl in middle school. That shit is going into battle.
It was giving me Seaburn flashbacks.
Yeah.
No, that was
Seaburn was worse at it. Jack is actually not terrible.
All the way to the bank.
But Jack is not the worst at it. He's like, he is doing okay.
I think because it hasn't gotten down to it yet, though.
Yeah, but Seaburn was terrible, like, almost immediately at being a woman.
We already said it, but when they were talking about periods, and he was like, yeah, my whole left side hurts. And all three of them were like,
you need to go to the doctor.
One of them was like, I've literally never heard that before. Like, my left side. It's very the underneath.
So when you say the bottom, you mean the base or like the underside?
I'd have to say, like, just the full underneath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole underneath.
I like the whole underneath.
But no, I thought that was funny and that's the other thing is it's like, Delisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also Trevor's her husband.
Yeah.
And so you get the sense that she's doing a version of her husband. Because even Lee, I love Lee. I agree with you so much. I wish he was just being himself.
Me too. Here's the thing, though, is I believe that he is creating River as he was as a young man. So it is still coming from a place of truth. He just doesn't look that way. But I maintain that if Lee were being himself, he would be getting like, he would make it at least halfway. He would be getting like sympathy votes because he's old. And like, you know?
Yeah, no, you'd lose so much sleep.
Oh.
I also think people would just think he was cute. Like, it was funny. And they'd be like, oh, we love, but...
Okay, here's the thing, is I think I could commit the subterfuge. I don't think I can sniff it out.
I think we should submit for
as
this.
A team?
Yeah. For next season, I think we should try and get in as a duo. Okay. And because remember that one guy and his mom were on it last season?
Yeah, that was right when it tapered off.
You never did finish, did you?
Yeah.
No, wow. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because it was like Sammy, Joey.
The gay guy, right?
Yeah, Chris,
yeah.
And what was Shoebomb?
Oh, yeah.
Shoebomb and Seaburn were the last 5. And all of them were who they say they were, and Seaburn wasn't. And they all, like, especially because Shoebomb was, like, bummed. And he was like, no, I'm not, like, bummed at all or whatever. Gutted. It was, like, it was wild. They all pretended like it was okay, and they, like, felt violated.
That he was fake, that he wasn't who he said he was. Because he said he was a woman, yeah.
I forget her name. Rebecca.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember all this.
Yeah. It's a lot.
We were talking about Jack. And that's what I was saying. I was saying, like, Delisa, I think because she's being her husband, like, Trevor has a sense. Like, I have a sense of who he is.
Well, they're parents together. They're married. I feel like that's like
But it's like, I don't think Jack has a take on Emily.
No.
She's a vessel at this point.
Yeah.
And he's growing on me a little. I refuse to think he's cute. I don't really. He's so big.
He's like a Kyle Mooney skit.
But like sitting in the hot tub, it was like those Wild West
where they just like sitting in a barrel.
Yeah. And I think he's in over his head. Yeah. And it's just there's too many players at this point. I also think,
although I mean he is in it with Terralisha and Chloe. They are
currently, but I think they'll snuff it out.
You think so?
I mean, they both clocked it, I think, if they have more time together.
That's fair.
I also don't think Lisa, a.k.a. Lance Bass, is long for this.
No, she's not doing good. Despite her amazing necklace. I can't with the necklace. It's Chanel, but it's like a candy necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill someone for that necklace. I would rip it off her dead body. It's so cool.
Well, I love Lisa's rainbow wall.
Yes.
And, oh God, what was it, Chloe, when she saw Lance? And it was like, Lance Bass, like, picture of dogs, 41 years old. And she was like, oh, he's well old.
Just us, 6 years away from being old.
Yeah. It got down to it. They're playing Truth or Dare. It was hilarious. You were, like, practically kicking like a Molly Shannon character on the couch. You were like, Terralisa and Savannah are going at it.
So Terralisa went first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she did first, or Truth. And she was like, what did they ask her specifically? It was something about like, it wasn't like who's the shadiest, but like it was something like that. And she was like, Savannah, send. And I was like,
one word. There wasn't even a period.
No.
Yeah, like
Savannah sent. That's it. And then Savannah.
Well, right before that, Savannah was like, "Well, she's never missed an opportunity to shit on me."
Yeah. And then Savannah picked Truth also, and it was like a very similar question, and they just like went back and forth.
And then it cut. And then it cut. So we're going into episode 4. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. They all got to have waffles with Lance Bass.
I feel like, well, we saw the video of him. I feel like I'm missing. It feels like a missed opportunity. I think like
to be actual Lance Bass,
bringing a weird celebrity in like this would really make the show fun.
I agree. I mean, he's like a C-list celebrity at this point. It would make.
But I'm saying,
sense.
no, the world is so different now that it's like that's not even really a thing anymore.
No,
like,
true. Yeah.
Whatever's trending #1 is the biggest form of celebrity at this point. So it's like.
Yeah. Also, I'm very curious, but I thought cosmonaut was a Russian term. Lisa is batting 1,000 over here. I'm not totally in it.
You should. Fucking Chloe didn't know what cosmos means.
Well, because she didn't know what cosmonaut meant, which she couldn't even say cosmonaut. And then she was like, I still don't know what a cosmo is.
It's not a porn star martini.
It's so much juice. It's so much fruit juice and puree.
I don't want a juice-based drink called a porn star. It just... Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Bye.